Are we live?
We are live now. It just started.
Why is my camera like fading? Like it's like
Is your phone dead? Dying?
no, but it's like dimming as if I like it's not like doing anything. Like if you don't touch your phone for a while, it'll dim.
Yeah. Weird.
What?
Did you put that on? Did you do an update on your phone or something?
No, never done this before.
Weird. I don't know. I keep mine on the whole time. So
Well, I'm using my phone to record this. I'm not using my computer.
yeah.
Whatever. Every time it dims, I'll just touch the screen and it'll fix it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we were gonna rank all the games, but this fag didn't make a list because he's a fag. So we're just gonna talk about the last 3 remakes to come out: 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
He's played the Ada Wong DLC. I have
Yeah.
not.
DLC from Resident Evil 4 called Separate Ways. I actually just beat it last night.
Oh no! Oh, nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
7 chapters, and it kind of interweaves Ada Wong's story throughout Resident Evil 4. Because you're always running into her as Leon, and this kind of shows what she was doing the whole time.
Yeah.
And you kind of see Leon like in different scenes that you're playing. You'll see like videos and stuff of like what Leon's doing in the game and stuff like that. So
nice.
it's a nice little addition. It's $10, but it's worth it. It's like probably like 4 hours of gameplay. 7 chapters.
Yeah, that's not bad for $10.
4 or 5 hours worth of gameplay. It's not bad for $10.
No, not at all. I'll have to pick it up sometime.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So, we'll start with Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2. Overall, huge fan of the original. It's probably my favorite of the original games.
Oh, it's the best of the original games. It's the best of 2.
Yeah. This first remake, man, was really, really good. I had not played them before. I just hadn't found the time, and then you're like, no, dude, play them.
Yeah.
Then it took me a while to do 2 and 4. 3 took me a couple days.
3 is so short, dude.
It's really short. It's unbelievably short. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, that's the whole game, huh?
I beat that like overnight, dude.
Yeah. I think I beat it in because I had to work 2.5 days.
Yeah.
3 days, something like that. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's so fucking short.
It's still a good game.
It's a good game, but it's over as soon as you start.
Yeah. It's like it's like, remember those old demos that you used to get?
Yeah, that's
or,
what it
or,
feels.
or that you could get. That's what it felt. Yeah.
My favorite part of we're skipping ahead. Let's go back to Resident Evil 2. We'll talk about Resident Evil.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I go ahead. This game's awesome.
This game is amazing. I've beaten the original Resident Evil 2 more times than I can count.
Yeah.
As we've talked about in Welcome to Raccoon City, like this is my favorite horror franchise, like video game franchise. Maybe my favorite video game franchise, period. Like, I fucking love Resident Evil, dude. So
yeah.
And I love Resident Evil 2, the original, and I remember when the original Resident Evil 4 came out, and they switched to that over to the shoulder, like behind the shoulder, like camera angle. I thought that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because I mean the fixed camera angles in the original games and the tank controls, like
they're dated now, but back in the day it was
very dated. But back in the day when those games came out, it was like awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. Yeah. So I played the GameCube.
Resident Evil 4?
No.
Resident Evil 4 came out on GameCube first.
How did I play the original?
On PlayStation 1. Because
I never had a PS1.
And it was on Nintendo 64.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I played on my friend's N64. That's what it was. What it was. And then I played the original, or the remake on the GameCube when that came out. On my friend's GameCube also.
Oh, the Resident Evil 1 remake?
Yeah, I played that on GameCube because I could never have any of these games, and I had a friend that always had them, so that's how I played them.
Well, that's too. My friend had Resident Evil 1 on PlayStation. That's how I got into it. And then I got Resident Evil 2 and played out of that. Then Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on PlayStation, and then I remember when Resident Evil 4 came out. I think it only came out on the GameCube first, and then I finally came to PS2.
Yeah. I
think I got it in because the game came out in 2004, 2005.
5, something like that. Yeah.
Only on GameCube.
Yeah.
And then I finally got it when it came to PS2, in 2000. I think it was 2006 when I first played it.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it, dude.
Yeah, it was a great game. My cousin actually had it for PS2, right? Is that what it was on? PS2, yeah. PS2.
That's the first time PS2, in 2006.
Yeah.
And
so he had just gotten it, and we were over for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and he was like, "You guys gotta play this game." And my brother was like, and I was like,
"It's so good. It's
so good.
It's definitely different than Resident, because it's it takes place in this village, it's not like Rap City or man, zombies. It's these villager people that aren't really. They're I don't know what the fuck you call them. They're just
mindless drones.
They're
almost
a cult.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
fucking awesome.
shoot some of them in their heads, and their heads turn into these fucking things, and it's what the fuck is going on, dude?
Yeah.
So it's cool, awesome. And you gotta fucking escort the president's daughter Ashley, who's way more annoying in the first game than she is in the remake.
Yeah.
In the first game, Leon. It's shut the fuck up.
I played 4. I played both 4s recently. I played the original and the remake.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, they really toned her down in the remake.
The remake
really toned her down.
He's really not that annoying in the remake. I didn't mind her. In the original, I wanted to fucking kill her. Leon! Help me, Leon! Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But so fucking Resident Evil 2 remake, I bought it on fucking day one at midnight at GameStop.
Nice.
Went home, installed it, played it, dude. That remake is one of the best games ever made.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. They did the original game
justice.
Complete justice.
Yeah. And it's not even like a complete carbon copy of the original. They switched up enough stuff to make it interesting, fresh, but it's still the same game.
Yeah.
Just with better graphics, better sound, better fucking lighting, better
everything.
Too. Oh, dude, it's such an immersive experience. The second you start playing it, dude, starts out with the trucker.
Yeah.
Which they did in Raccoon City.
Yeah.
And then you start off with Leon at the gas station, and it's just very slow. It's building up the intense atmosphere and shit. You go into the gas station, then you see the first zombie, and it's just oh, it's so good, dude. And
that gas station in the beginning, I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome.
And it's creepy, dude. When it's you don't know what the fuck's going on, and I mean, if you play the game, you know. But if you don't, even if you have, it just I don't even think that gas station segment was even in the original game.
I don't
know. It wasn't. That gas station part was not in the original game. But so you go into the gas station, and then you go to the back of the store. There's a employee that's just sitting there, he's bleeding, whatever, and he just points to the door, and then you got to go into the back of the gas station convenience store, and then you find a cop getting attacked, and that's when all the shit starts, dude. And it's just fucking the balls to the wall from there, dude.
The fucking
and then you go to the police station is so beautifully recreated. Walking through that police station just gave me such nostalgia. I'm like, oh, dude, this is everything I remember.
Yeah. And it's over the shoulder and everything.
And it's over the shoulder. It's fucking
great.
The zombies are really hard to kill, though.
Yeah.
You pop them in the head 7 times and they just get back up, dude. It's holy shit. And then fucking what's his face, Mr. X, chasing you around the whole time, dude.
Nope.
Boom, boom, boom. You can hear him from the other room. It's dude, I'm trying to fucking solve a puzzle. Fuck, let me breathe.
Yeah.
But damn, dude.
So cool.
Oh my god.
Love it.
I fucking love that game so much. Yeah, and it's really long, which I love. It's 3 times as long as Resident Evil 3, the length of the game.
Oh yeah.
It's Resident Evil 4 remake is just as long. Those are really long games. And it's awesome. Because you get your money's worth.
Yeah, in 3 didn't.
No. Also, they kept the 2 campaigns. You got Leon and then you got Claire, which is it's basically the same game, but Claire gets like the different doors. Like she gets like the heart key, and Leon gets like the spade key and the club key or whatever. Like so it's basically the same game, but it's switched. Like she gets like the grenade launcher, he gets like the shotgun, and it's essentially the same game, but it's, whatever. But fuck, that game's amazing.
It's a 10 out of
10. 10 easy 10 out of 10.
Like
I've played that remake probably like 10 times. Like, it's so good. And then fast forward, I think a year later, part 3 came out, or like maybe 2 years.
I think it was one.
It was either a year. I think it might have been a year later. Because I remember when it came out, I saw the trailer for it. I was like, damn, this is already coming out? Like, we just got part 2.
Yeah.
And so this is just Resident Evil 3. It's not Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, which the original was called.
Yeah.
But it's the same game, basically.
2020.
Yeah, so okay, yeah, so it was 1 year later, because part 2 is 2019. Yeah, I didn't care for the design of Nemesis in this one. He looked really weird, like his teeth, especially his teeth. They just looked like a bunch of 2x4s or something, like in his mouth. Like, I don't know. I didn't care for the design of Nemesis in the remake. I thought he looked much cooler in the original. But overall, I mean, it's the same gameplay as Resident Evil 2 remake. It felt the same. The controls, except in this one, you can like dodge. Like, I think if you hit like circle or something like that, you can like dodge out of the way of the zombies. Yeah, not very good.
Yeah. It's not as good as original, but I don't mind.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I was just like, they could have done so. They could have made it look like the original. It could have been way better.
Yeah.
It wasn't awful, but it could have been better. But yeah, really short game. My favorite part actually is when you play as Carlos after Jill gets infected, and she's like in the hospital, and you got to go find like the cure or like whatever, the vaccine, and there's like one scene where she's like in the next room, and like you're just guarding this one room with zombies coming through the windows like left and right. It's like a whole like 15-minute long thing where you're just guarding that one room from the zombies getting in as Carlos. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. But yeah, really, the game was too short, man. Like, it was a good game, but it just felt like it was over like right when I started.
Yeah, I still prefer.
Wait, like, it felt rushed. It felt really rushed. But fucking Resident Evil 4, dude. What I like what they added to Resident Evil 4 is in Resident Evil 2, if a zombie bites you, that's it. You're bit. You lose health. You can't fight back. He bites you. There's no like in Resident Evil 4, if somebody bites you, you can hit X 100 times, or you can stab them and you push them off.
Yeah.
In Resident Evil 2, they bite you. That's it. You lose health. Period. You can't push them off. You can't stab them. Like, if a zombie bites you, if a zombie grabs you, you're bit.
In the remake, you can't.
No, you can't push them off. Not in part 2. No, you can't.
Yeah, I've stabbed so many of those, bro.
You're thinking of part 4.
No,
part 2.
No, not in part 2, man.
Because I was to the helicopter crash, and the zombie behind me, and I grabbed it and I stabbed right.
Oh no, yeah, you can stab them if you have the knife, but I'm talking about if you don't have a knife or anything.
Oh yeah.
You can't push them off. In Resident Evil 4, you hit X 100 times, you can push them off. In Resident Evil 2, if you have a knife, but that's like,
you can do that.
Yeah, if you have a knife, but you can't push them off. Like, once they grab you, you're fucked. Like, they grab you unless you have a knife. In Resident Evil 4, if you don't have a knife, you can just push them off you if you hit X 100 times, which I think that was a great addition.
Yeah.
Also, they returned with the from Resident Evil 4, like the melee kick. Like if you stun them, you can run up and kick them, and if there's like a group of them around, it'll knock all 4 of them down. which I'm glad they brought that back. That was cool.
It's so corny. It's so corny in the original games, but it's so cool. And then you have it in here, and it's better.
Yeah.
It's not as over the top, if you will.
Yeah. And yeah, but so yeah, like just like in Resident Evil 2, they did such an amazing job like recreating that game, but like updating it for PlayStation 4, like, or PlayStation 5 if you played it on PlayStation 5, but I don't have a PS5. But it was just so satisfying. I mean, I don't like it more than part 2, but it's up there, dude. It's a really close.
It's if you prefer the more action horror or survival horror.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a survival horror.
Yeah. Especially for this franchise.
Oh, absolutely. Because some of these games, like Part 6, is like a fucking Michael Bay movie.
It's a fucking better version of the Paul W.S.
Anderson. No, there is no better version. Like, those movies are so bad. I hate, like, especially the sequels, dude. My fucking phone keeps being stupid. So, yeah, fucking, yeah, like I said, I just beat the, Ada Wong DLC. It's a cool addition to the game, especially if you want to get more out of the game, because it adds more to the story. You can see what Ada Wong is doing. You see basically the whole game from her point of view, of like what she's been doing through the game. Yeah, one of my favorite parts is when you meet after you meet up with, like, what's his name, Lewis, and you're like in that cabin, and you're just like boarding up windows, and like zombies coming in. It feels like fucking Call of Duty zombies, where you're just like boarding up windows, and like the zombies are coming through. Like that was in the original game too.
Yeah.
So that was one of my favorite parts. And then you got fucking when you're in the mine shaft in the mine cart, feels like straight out of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, where you're racing through like the fucking caverns inside a mine cart. That was in the original too, I believe.
Yeah.
And it feels straight out of fucking Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom.
I mean, they could have had that.
Yeah, they should have thrown that in there. Dun, 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 dun. That would have fit perfectly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I like two of them. I like three. It's just I agree. The length of it.
Yeah.
Should have been longer.
Way too short. They rushed it.
Yeah.
It's because of the success of the Resident Evil 2 remake. They just fucking just jerked off and just made a game. Like, they just jerked it off and just fucking shit out a game overnight.
This year or last year?
What?
4. The remake.
4 was this year.
This year? Okay.
Yeah. So that was 3 years after Part 3.
Yeah.
Which was enough time to make a game. Or not, because we still haven't even got Grand Theft Auto 6, and it's been 10 years?
Something like that.
Where the fuck is Grand Theft Auto 6?
Cody's been waiting for 10 years.
Seriously, it's been 10 fucking years, dude.
I know.
Fuck. I got Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS3 when it came out 10 years ago. And then I got it again on PS4. But now my PS4 doesn't fucking play discs anymore, so I have to download everything. I gotta get a PS5. I don't have the money, though.
No one does.
No. Must be nice to be a fucking millionaire and just, like, have money to buy anything you want.
Yeah. It'd be really nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, no problem. Want to buy a new house?
15 million.
Yeah. Like Steven Spielberg has, I think he's worth $4 billion. Can you imagine having $4 billion in your bank account? What? Dude, he's never going to spend that in his lifetime if he tried.
Yeah.
He could buy a house every day for the rest of his life, and he still wouldn't spend all that money. But obviously, he's just going to leave it to his grandkids and his great-grandkids, and they're never going to have to work. He's obviously, when he dies, all that money is just going to stay in his family, and every generation for the next 1,000 years are never going to have to work. Meanwhile, people are going hungry every night to bed with no food, living in their cars. It's a fucked up world we live in.
Yeah. Alrighty. Rank the games.
Rank them?
Rank them. 1, 2,
Resident
3, 1.
Resident Evil 2, 10 out of 10. Easily. You agree?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's the best.
Yeah. Resident Evil 3. Well, it's a good game. It's way too fucking short. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
And it's my third place. Yeah, I'd give it a 7.5, 8.
Yeah.
Still fun enough.
Yeah.
Playing to that fucking thing.
Resident Evil 4, I'd give it 9.5. I just wish it was more survival, because it's definitely action oriented, and it's like every like 5 seconds you find a new box or a barrel to break open and get supplies.
Yeah.
There's so many supplies in every level. Like every corner you take, there's a box that you get to break open. You get ammo, and like it's not survival. It's way too action oriented. But it's a really
you think that though? Yeah. You think it's way too action oriented?
It's definitely a departure from Resident Evil 2, where that was like
sure, but it's not 5 and 6.
No, it's not fucking 5 and 6. Like those were like over the top, but when you compare it to like Resident Evil 2, it's like night and day.
For sure.
Like I said, it's like every corner you take, there's a box or a barrel to break open and get herbs, ammunition, money, resources. Like Resident Evil 2, you're like conserving ammo. In this game, it's just like boom, 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 boom. Doesn't matter. And then you got the fucking merchant that you run into every 5 seconds to sell you shit and tune up your guns and stuff. Which he's in the original too. Welcome, stranger. Got some rare things to buy, stranger. What are you buying? What are you selling? But yeah, 9.5 for me.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I'll give it like a 7.5, 8. But then, I think I gave it 4. 9.5.
Yeah, like I said, 3 is a good game, dude. It's just too fucking short. Way too short.
Was it when it came out?
I don't think it was. I think it was like $50.
That's still too much.
Oh, it's still too much, but at least it wasn't 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, I think it was like $50 when it came out. Yeah.
Still too much.
Yeah. Should be like 30.
At least 30.
You definitely don't get $60 worth of gameplay.
Yeah, beating that 3 A's for me. That's not $60 worth.
No. Definitely not. Final thoughts.
Love the franchise.
Yeah.
Love these remakes. I even like the original remake. The original game.
Yeah.
I would like them to continue the series on with 9.
Yeah, I think they're making it part 9.
Yeah.
Which the thing is, like, 7 and 8 are like totally different games. Like, they don't feel like Resident Evil to me. They don't even really connect to Resident Evil. It's like if 7 feels like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, and 8 feels like it's like a werewolf game. Like it's, I don't know, man. 7 and 8, while they're good games, they're not Resident Evil. And they're first person.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If they get out of that first person, I think that would be the best decision for me.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
I thought 7 was a return to form scare-wise.
Oh yeah, it was great scare-wise and suspense and survival and all that shit. But it's like, it felt like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something. Like, it's like an inbred family in like a house, and like it's in first person mode. I'm just like, what? This is not Resident Evil. Like, I enjoyed the game, but it didn't. I really want to play it in virtual reality because I heard it's like terrifying.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So I really want to check that out because it's definitely like suspenseful and like immersive, and like I could picture that especially like the first part of the game. I could picture that on virtual reality being fucking terrifying. Walking through that house.
For sure. I thought 8 though. While again, good game, I thought it was more along the lines of 5 and 6.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more action based.
Because people shouldn't find about that big scary. I'm like, what game are you playing?
Yeah.
The Resident Evil game.
Yeah. So I'm curious where they're gonna go. Like, I wonder if they're gonna remake 5 because they've already remade 2, 3, and 4. Like, I wonder if they're just gonna remake 5 now.
What year did 5 out?
2008. Yeah, I still remember the fucking demo. Playing the demo on my PlayStation 3 before it came out. Oh, I feel so old.
Let's see.
There's people watching this video that were probably born in 2008.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see here.
I'm pretty sure it's 2008. Because I had the PS3, and I remember playing the demo. And I know part 6 was 2000.
5 was 09.
09, okay.
So you were close.
Yeah. And then 6 was 2012. 7 was...
Yeah.
7 was 2017, I think.
17, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then Village was like 2 years after that. Oh, 21, okay. 21. Yeah.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
So that's what took so long for the 4 remake to come out, was they were working on 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun franchise.
It's a great franchise. It's too bad the movies fucking suck. Well, the Paul Anderson movies, not Welcome to Raccoon City, or the CGI movies. Actually, those are good too.
By the way, I watched that second one talking about.
Damnation.
Movie's really good.
Oh, it is really good.
Really good.
They just released a new one.
Yeah, the 5th one. Yeah.
No, a 4th one.
No, a 5th one.
No, there's only 4 CGI movies. There's Degeneration, Damnation, Vendetta, and then this one just came out. Death Island.
Hold on, bro.
This is the new one that just came out this year.
It's the fifth installment of the animated movies.
Okay, what are the names of them all?
Degeneration, Damnation, Vendetta,
and Death Island.
Why is that?
There's only 4, man. Telling you. I know that for a fact.
In Darkness miniseries. Okay.
It was also like an animated show on Netflix or something called like Infinite Darkness or something.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count. That's not a movie.
Well, that's what they're counting. Yeah,
that doesn't count.
Movie, yeah.
And then there was the shitty live-action Netflix show that lasted like 1 season and got canceled.
Can we talk about that?
No, because it sucks.
Yeah,
that's what I was so bad. I didn't even finish the season. Like, I got maybe 5
episodes.
I think I got like 5 episodes in, and I'm like, okay, why is Wesker black? Like, I'm not racist, but like, Wesker is a white character, so why make him black? Just for the sake of it?
He's a good actor.
Just for the hell of it, let's just make him black.
You
could say the same thing about Leon and Welcome to Raccoon City. Like, why is he like Spanish? He looked more like fucking Carlos from Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
He's not Leon.
No.
But not taking anything away from that movie because I love Welcome to Raccoon City.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie.
This is Leon Kennedy.
That's Leon Kennedy. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, man. It's fun. Yeah, I tried to watch that show on Netflix. And I was like,
it's so stupid. And they have like they built like the new Raccoon City where everything's like all like glamorous and like shiny and new and like what the fuck is going on? And half of the show is like it's like flashbacks to like this teenage drama high school bullshit.
Yeah.
The show sucked so bad. Like it was not Resident Evil.
If they would have done part one, part two, part four, part five, 6, 7, 8.
As separate movies.
No, as a mini-series episode. Make it like hour and a half.
No, that'd be too much, dude. Fitting each game into a half hour. No, that wouldn't have worked.
Make it like hour and a half.
I guess. That's what they should have done with Welcome to Raccoon City. Instead of cramming Resident Evil 1 and 2, they should have just had the Spencer Mansion and then make a sequel with Raccoon City.
First game. Yeah.
Or actually, the sequel would have technically been Resident Evil 3 because that takes place before Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
So if they made the first movie, the Spencer Mansion, second movie could be Resident Evil 3, and then the third movie could be Raccoon City.
But then you have to do 0.
Yeah, then do 0, do part 4, do like, make a whole series of movies based on each game.
Yeah.
That would work.
That's my overall big complaint of Raccoon City, or Welcome to Raccoon City.
It's 2 games in one.
Done one game.
Yeah.
First game.
Plus, they have Resident Evil 1 and 2 take place in the same night, which is not what happened in the games. They're not the same night. They're totally different time periods. But whatever.
We're getting Resident Evil.
Still a fun fucking movie. Really fun movie.
Great. Really fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna go watch Dawn of the Dead if you want to watch it.
Which one?
The remake.
Zack Snyder?
Haven't seen that in a while.
All right.
Yeah. Saw it in theaters.
Of course you did.
I farted.
I smell it from here.
You can smell that? It smells good.
No, it doesn't. Washing.
Everyone loves their own brand.
My family doesn't at all. They go.
Is that Derek Mears on your shirt? I can't tell.
Yeah.
Nice.
75-foot shed.
Nice. I gotta show off my poster again because it's so good. You can't see it, it's too dark.
Oh, no, we can see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking great fucking poster. All right.
Come. All right, bro. Let me see.
All right.
I don't have me.
What?
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah. You don't have it?
I don't have.
You don't have the remake?
Not with me.
Oh, I wonder if it's streaming anywhere. I really want to watch that.
It's on Amazon.
You have Amazon?
Watch it.
Is it unrated?
Doesn't. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Why yours unrated?
Yeah.
I
think so. Oh, wait. I don't think mine is unrated. No, it's rated R.
Okay, let me see. You know what? No, let's watch on Amazon because I don't have. Come on. Yeah, I'll just put you in. That's fine. All right. You want to get on this pitch?
Let's do it.
All right. Peace out, everybody. Bye.